Jester, 1 minute to Places.
Thank you, Places. It's finally Friday. So we're here with Adrienne Dobson at the theater company in Bryan, and what would you say is the easiest way for people to find you?
We are in the Tejas Center at the intersection of Texas and Villa Maria behind HEB.
And how long have you been here for?
Oh, 25 plus years.
Okay, so you've been here the whole time?
I remember coming to Manor Small when I was a kid, coming to visit my grandparents.
Okay, and what's your position here?
I'm the artistic director.
And what does that mean?
That means I'm the one that hopefully is trying to keep this place going strong as long as I possibly can. I direct the majority of the shows throughout our season, help pick guest directors, and in general just make sure that productions keep going and continue to be up to our standards.
Okay, so what do you look for when you're choosing a performance to put on? What kind of...
A performance to put on. So when we're selecting the season, it's a lot of things that we have to think about. So for our season, we are not just doing kid shows, but we're doing a lot of mix of older comedies, contemporary stuff. So we want to have a good mix for our audience so that they're not seeing a lot of the same stuff over and over again.
Okay.
So kid stuff, some maybe not so family friendly every once in a while. And then we also think about all the amazing actors that we have in our theater, trying to find ways to highlight them, and also thinking of shows that they would want to be in, because they don't always want to be in a Rodgers and Hammerstein over and over and over again.
Right.
So you want to give them something new.
See, I would just do Roger and Hammerstein over and over and over again, but that's me. What's the largest production you've done?
We had a production of Wizard of Oz several years ago that had 76 people in it.
Okay, and that's including the cast and the crew, or is that just the cast?
That was just the cast. Jeez. And a whole lot of munchkins.
I was going to say a lot of munchkins and monkeys.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to say no.
Right. Yeah, I think you can never have enough.
Yeah.
So you have a full ensemble here with the back costume room. You have sets. You have props.
Yeah.
What did you call the place where you stored all the?
We actually call it the graveyard.
The graveyard.
And it's where we store all of our set pieces that we're not currently using, but we think that we might use it again.
Okay.
Rather than tear it all down, we try to find a place to store it so that we can access it later, and we call that the graveyard.
Okay. Is it creepy at nighttime?
No, I don't think so.
No, it's not that bad. What is your favorite thing about this theater? It can be, I guess, the flow of everything, how it's all set up, or a specific aspect, or maybe the sound, or...
My favorite thing about this theater is that it's not just a theater, but there really is a family dynamic to the community here.
Okay.
I started doing shows here when I was 19 in 2002, and there's a reason I've never left, because as many people cycle in and out, there's a really beautiful camaraderie with this group of people that I've just never seen anywhere else.
So it's very much that the people and the staff and the crew and everything makes the theater. It's not the theater.
Yeah. Everyone here is here to contribute to something great. And so, not saying that everything works perfectly all the time, but there's a reason that people keep coming back here, and there's a reason that even when people move away and they come home to visit, they come here.
And you have both cast and crew help, so it's not like the talents, above it. So
no,
you got a
some might think that they are, but
you put them in their place.
That's the beauty of community theater. If you're here, you can be on stage, but everyone kind of has to work. It's actually a requirement for all of our cast members to put in 8 hours of work.
Oh, wow.
So whether they take some costumes home to sew, or they come build the set, or they stay late to paint, everyone chips in to contribute to the finished product.
So if I come to help in the future, I'm just going to tell you, sewing is not my forte. I would try, but I wouldn't really be confident with somebody who had a busted seam.
So that's good.
Okay, that's really good.
A safety pin also works in a pinch.
If you want, painting, I can do all that stuff. So what is the most difficult part about casting? We were talking about that.
Oh man, it's hard because when it comes to an audition, every single person who walks on stage has been working very hard to just do their best to get the role that they want, or just to be in the show that they want. The hardest part is just making it all fit as a puzzle. So
Okay.
you might have 5 men and 5 women that are all awesome for 2 roles, but it's who kind of works best together.
Okay. What is coming up for you? What shows? We can look up the dates and everything on the website. But
We're just, Mamma Mia is our season closer, so we're finishing that, and then we start our brand new season, which kicks off with Matilda. It's based off the children's story
Roald
and
Dahl.
wonderful movie. The show is actually hilarious, and it's great for kids and adults. It's very, very funny, not just for kids. So following Matilda, we have Rocky Horror, which is now kind of becoming an annual event again. So we're doing the Rocky Horror Show right around Halloween.
that's just for one weekend, right?
It's 4 performances, 1 weekend, but
Okay.
including a midnight show on Saturday.
Okay. Any theater tricks for getting over stage fright?
Really, as long as you're focused on the people you're on stage with, you're always going to be okay.
Okay. So it's not the whole audience naked thing, visualization.
No. I mean, you could.
Right. Except for the guy in the front row. Right?
It's risky.
Right.
It's a risky game to play.
So having been both on the stage and then off the stage, which do you prefer? Is it both? Do you know what?
I mean, I love it both for very different reasons. Like, I've been lucky to be able to jump back on stage every once in a while. I get to be in the Rocky Horror Show. They graciously allowed me to do Who's Holiday,
Okay.
Which is a blast, and I still can't believe I get to do it. That's one of the most exciting things, is to really be a part of the cast and have that camaraderie and have people work together just to create this wonderful show. And then being on the other side of it, it's just really incredible to watch people grow.
Okay.
From auditions to the end of a show, watching people transform and learn as they go is really great, especially when it's children too.
Okay.
When you get kids, we do kids camps every summer, and we'll get kids that are just so shy they're hiding behind a wall. They don't want to be on stage in front of
Right.
anyone, but then give them a couple of weeks here, and they are never going to look back. They just want to be on stage all the time.
Are there any fun superstitions that are more along the lines of like everybody in theater kind of does? Is there something like a knock on a specific wall before you walk out, or?
Everyone has their own little system. Everyone has a little superstitious. The basic things, we say break a leg, we
Right.
say good luck. We also have what we call the ghost light.
Okay.
So whenever the theater is dark, meaning we close up for the end of the night or we're taking a week off, you turn the ghost light on, which you can see it right over there.
Okay, that's what that was.
And that keeps all the bad spirits away.
Okay, I almost turned that off.
Well,
Somebody
we're
left
here
this
now,
on.
so it's okay.
Okay, somebody left this on. Turn it off.
Perfect.
So you take volunteer help up to the shows, and how do they? I guess that's for the sets, and then you can do it. I guess to help like during the productions, and then you do auditions for the casting. What is the best way, Facebook or your website, that people can get in touch if they want to find out auditions, but then also when and how to volunteer? Because I'm sure there's a lot of people.
You can go to our website, which is theatercompany.com with an RE.
Okay.
You can volunteer with us there. You can find out about auditions. We also have a Facebook page, which is on our website as well. And we're always posting about when we have auditions, what's required for the auditions, and then we're always looking for volunteer help. So if you want to sew, paint, build, make props, run lights, design sets, run sound, almost anything, any hobby we'll take.
Awesome. And then what's the difference between a theater with ER and RE?
So a theater with an ER is an actual place, so we're in a theater. Theater with RE refers to just the art of theater.
Okay. I thought maybe this was the better place because the RE.
We practice the RE in the ER. We've got season tickets available now at our website.
Can I forget everything? Whoa, whoa.
Here I go again. My mind, how can I resist ya? Follow me up, doesn't show again. My life, just how much I miss ya. Yes, I'm broken hearted. This is the day we parted.
It's finally Friday.